Hello, this is Sabian McNasty. This is my second video ever. So today I plan on doing a brief overview of my entire Vietnam field equipment that I own. And after this one, I also plan on doing one about my World War II impression, which the sad part is it is all reproduction equipment besides very few pieces. But whenever I started working a job, now I can afford all original equipment, and let's get down to business. So the unit I'm doing is the 1st Infantry 28th Battalion Black Lions. So let's get started with the most vital piece of equipment in my opinion. The helmet itself. It has a helmet liner dated 1978, along with the shell being followed the same year. But it also is really cool because it honors my uncle, who was a guard of the Berlin Wall. And it was actually his helmet that he was assigned, but he unfortunately has passed away. So as a way to honor him, I always wear it for my Vietnam impression. And I actually honor a second one. He is still with us, but my uncle gave me this, who suffers from Agent Orange and has been bedbound for the past 15 years. He brought 5 of these to Vietnam and actually has kept the other 4, but he gave me one after he really loved seeing my love for the military. Here I have a reproduction bottle of insect repellent. And finally, on this last side, I have a pair of cigarettes along with a lone cigarette just to help it stand out. And for my helmet graffiti, I decided to mock the claymores and write "front toward enemy," since the 1st Infantry were really strict with helmet graffiti. So next part on the equipment is the neckerchief. I personally use this as a bandana because I have long hair and use this to hide it away. Next most piece of important equipment, if you ask me, is the bandolier. So I have a mix of airsoft magazines for my airsoft gun right there, which I'll get to in a minute, along with ones I've cut out of wood. Next up is my Moore's military watch, which I personally have always preferred watches. So whenever I found out that this was generally issued, I really loved it and bought one. Next is the most important part of the equipment, the one used to kill the bad guys, is the M16A1. Now, like I said, this is unfortunately an airsoft, but the cool part is I make it up by having an original 1960 dated gunsling on it. Now, this is the footwear, which I have original Vietnam jungle boots dated 1967, and they're in really good condition for the fact that I bought them for only $70 with a lot of creasing. But this is probably the best I could get on a pair, and they are in excellent condition, like I said. Next up is one really important piece of equipment, if you ask me, is the pants. Because of all the pockets and what it managed to do helping you with insects, especially down here. So these are dated 1969 right there, as you can see. Now, there's not much to them, but they are really important to the equipment, if you ask me. Now, next is the pistol belt and suspenders, which I have added 2 canteens, 2 medic/compass pouches, and 2 magazine carriers, which is all original, but some of them you cannot tell the date anymore due to all the wear and tear, some having less than others. These 2 were relatively okay, and then these 2 was, yeah. Anyways, let's get to it. Like I said, all this is original equipment. Here you can see I have a magazine pouch, canteen, which I need to put a new bottle inside of it because I moved the other one somewhere else, where I will show y'all in a minute, and another one. Over here I have another magazine carrier and compass up here and one on the shoulder. Now, the reason that I really like the magazine pouches is because they look historically accurate, because I cut out some more magazines to fill the pockets. Anyways, another piece of equipment is the 3rd pattern jungle fatigues, which they're supposed to have long sleeve, but unfortunately the soldier cut them off in Vietnam, probably from all the heat and him getting tired of it. Or these could have been used back at base, where this was only really permitted. Outside in the fields, a lot of them would wear the long sleeves to protect themselves from mosquitoes. And these are dated 1970, so just 1 year after the pants. Everything looks real good. The only sad part is I do not own any belt or socks yet, so I borrowed some from my World War II uniform, but I plan on getting that soon. Anyways, let's get to probably everybody's favorite part of the Vietnam uniforms, the P68 rucksack. Now, I don't have any original well, it's all original, but I don't have any equipment worth the value inside of it. It's nothing but just shirts and jackets, but trust me, as a reenactor, you got to do what you got to do. But slowly over time, I'll accumulate more and more. So here I've got a Bonnie hat, which unfortunately my head was too big for an original, so I bought a reproduction, but it looks really good. And then you have the main backpack itself, which I filled to the brim just like they did. Along with an original poncho dated in 1970. What's the thing is, I believe I bought the P68 and it's missing 2 of its hooks. So what I do is I ghetto rig it by tying it up, which this one's falling off, but I'll fix that. But if you ask me, it's probably pretty accurate since some soldiers had to be missing some stuff on their P68 rucksacks. And soon I will be getting a replacement MX991U flashlight, which unfortunately I had one, but it never worked, so I just went ahead and bought a new one, and it should be coming in this Monday. Now, the most loved piece of equipment I have is this canteen cover, but you're probably asking why would I really love this one in particular. Well, the soldier who owned this years ago, you can still see his name fully on display. Let me go get her out with a flashlight. The soldier's name is still visible after all these years of wear and tear, which I find is really cool because I could actually try to use that and see if I could look up the soldier himself. All right. Well, that'll be the end of my second video. If y'all have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. I'll try responding to them, but I highly doubt that since this is a new channel. Well, I hope every one of y'all enjoyed this video and plan on seeing a second one soon about the full World War II uniform I have.